Hey folks, Carl here. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a few weeks since I posted a video, so I wanted to give you an update on the aquarium. I've had to do a little bit of troubleshooting. I've been working on my parameters, trying to get those leveled out, and a little bit, a few updates on the livestock. So let's take a look at the aquarium and see what's going on. First, I wanted to mention a algae issue on the saltwater side of my mixing station. The combination of this clear tubing and the window I have in this room caused the algae buildup. So I kind of solved it by putting a shade over the window, which blocked all the light, and then I basically scrubbed the container and put this filter sock on there and ran the pump for a while to clean up the water that I had in there and the barrel without having to take the barrel down and doing a major maintenance task. This was much easier. Another issue I'm working on is the number of pineapple sponges in the sump. I know they aren't a bad thing, but I was getting quite a number of them, and it just kind of looked ugly to me. I know overall it's not a bad thing for the health of the aquarium and probably a good sign, but there was just too many of them. So I installed a pump to kind of basically agitate them. Normally they're prevalent in very low flow places, so I put the pump in there to hopefully thin out the population a bit. And I am paying attention to my feeding and just making sure I'm not overfeeding the aquarium. The next thing I want to talk about is the RedSea Reef Dose 4 and the 4-part system. They're both working really well. I'm really pleased. I did move away from allowing the software to dose based on proportion. And I was seeing my alk creep up, my calcium and mag slowly drop over time. So I had to adjust those a little bit till I got those parameters evened out. And I'm measuring with the Neptune systems, and it's doing a fantastic job. I really love it too. So you can see here my Apex Fusion interface. ORP has been steadily going up. If you compare this to some time ago, you see I was in the 120 range, spiking up in around there. It was even getting below 100, and I think really the only thing I've done is making sure my parameters are good and maybe just tank age. So overall, that's good. I don't put much into this value really, but it's nice to see it creeping up. My pH is, I usually get around 8.3 during the day. The last couple of days it's dropped off a little bit. I'm curious as to why, but as long as we stay in this range, I'm good with that. The temp is fine. The salinity probe went kind of haywire on me for the past week or so. You can see prior to the event, it was pretty steady right here. And then it gradually started dropping and then was just doing this erratic, taking these erratic measurements. And it continued on, getting down to like 30 parts per million. So like really low. So here, I took it out today, as a matter of fact. And shook it off naturally. There was a sponge on it. I cleaned off a couple of sponges, shook it out, and put it back into its holder. And it seems to be reading normal now. Even during these spikes, I was checking the aquarium and the, my water change salinity tank, and it was reading, right on the money. So definitely was misbehaving, and I think it's on the right track now. We'll keep an eye on that. You'll notice here that, I had, like I mentioned, I'm using the 4-part RedSea Reef Dose 4, and my Alkalinity is slowly creeping up right now. I may have to adjust that down. I was adjusting all of these until I could get them kind of at a steady state, and you can see that here with my calcium readout. And my magnesium, we'll take a look at that. You can see that it was kind of like slowly dropping down. So I decided about here to try to make it stable. So I was adjusting the dose till I got it stable, and then I started adding extra to the tank to get it to the level I wanted. So here we were kind of leveled out. I bumped it up a little bit. We're leveled out, so I'm bumping it up a little more. It's pretty close to where I want it. But all of these values are pretty close, so I'm feeling really good about that. So those are the measurements. I could talk about some of the automation I have for the saltwater station, but I'll get into that later. But overall, things are looking really good right now as far as parameters. I have been doing some manual tests for nitrate and phosphate. Both are too low. Gonna have to work on that as well. So just a quick livestock update. This leather is finally happy. It took a while, but I found a spot that it really loves, so looking good there. This is brown star polyp. I like these because they look like cities under the right light. This one finally is working its way onto the wall. Zoanthids looking good. No issues there except for one set that I'm working on. These akins started out as two-head frags, and they're actually starting to come together as one. So looking really good there. My sophastry is hard to tell, but it's actually starting to get on the back wall, which is what I wanted all along, so making good progress there. I have a bird's nest, my first, and I have good polyp extension on that, so it's happy and healthy. This anemone was always mad in the 75, and now it's huge. It's almost too big. I did pick up a tort. I think this is a tort acro from local fish shop. I've got several frags coming, but I picked this one up just to do some tests. No extension right now, but I have seen some. So we'll see how that goes. Hammers looking fine. And last of all, I lost a fish. This is what's left of Polly, a really beautiful mystery wrasse that jumped out of the aquarium. I should have had a lid, but I didn't. So very unfortunate casualty there. Well, that's about it. So thanks for joining in this video. Please like and subscribe. It'll really help me out, help the channel out. So we'll see you next time.